Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Sonny Townsend. Yeah, this was my baby here. I had a smaller one, a little smaller than this. I was running around for a long time getting footage on that there, on them cameras, boy. It was crazy. You know what? A lot of people told me I need to do a little podcast or whatever. I was like, yo, I've been doing interviews, sitting people down, and we talking about Brownsville and different things like 10, 15 years ago, way before these niggas even thought about doing something.
That's how it is out in these streets. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. The worst can go down. I've been shot, stabbed, beat up, you know what I'm saying, hit with a bat, you know, but that's part of life, you know what I'm saying? I got shot 2 times in the head. I've been lying there for 15 years, but I'm still out here.
I've been handcuffed to a radiator in an abandoned building in a yoga position with telephone wire running through it wet. So every time I pulled and tightened up, I was in that building for like 77 hours, which is equivalent to 3 days and 5 hours, baby boy. When they found me, I was motherfucking gangrene from shoulder to waistline. I was like this, help me, help me. I was fucked up.
Like I said, I was way ahead of these dudes. I don't know what it is, but I be thinking on a different level, you know what I mean? I was 10 years ahead of these dudes with all this film and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, to break it down a little bit, like, let's go back to what started me to doing this, you know what I mean? Me, one day I was sitting in the room, you know what I mean, and I was, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean, I was always in the street, you know what I mean? My moms and pops didn't want me in the street, but you know, sometimes you just go that route, you know, and something be pulling at you in them streets, you know what I mean? I don't even know if it's fast money or just getting money or whatever it is, or just doing what you need to do to try to survive. And sometimes the fighting and stuff like that was exciting, you know what I mean? But what started me to doing this film and stuff, like being in them streets, man, I used to see a lot of my friends getting locked up, come home from jail, get locked up again, come home from jail, you know what I mean? So then I used to see the youth that didn't go to jail. So what made me, I started thinking, I was like, wow, it would be like interesting for the guys that went to jail to let these dudes know what to look forward to if they ever do get locked up. You know what I mean? Give them a little insight while they out in the hood. So I put together these little questions, you know, something just to ask dudes, interview them. And when I put the questions together, it was like I had a vision that I'm gonna put this little documentary together. But after doing the questions, I needed the people. Now, coming up in Brownsville, that was hard to do. You know what I mean? Because a lot of dudes, females or whatever that was getting locked up, doing the crime or whatever, doing what they do, if it was pickpocket, jostling, or snatching chains, digging pockets, or whatever they was doing to get money, stick up kids, you know, they didn't want to get in front of no camera. No matter how many times they've been locked up and came home or was thugged out, they didn't want to get in front of that camera. So a lot of people turned me down. I would go up to them like, yo son, can I get an interview from you? Blah, blah, blah. It might help a youth, you know, coming up behind you, you know what I mean? A lot of dudes just shut me down. Soon I started questioning them, they shut me down like, nah son, you my man and all that, son. I don't do that camera thing, son. And I had to respect that, you know what I mean? Because I was a bad boy too, but I ain't even gonna get into all that. They ain't got nothing to do with it. But I was still like, I couldn't get mad with them because I understood, like, you in this life, you doing what you do, and you don't want nobody shining no light on the life that you live in. So I kind of figured like it ain't gonna work. But me, I had that vision that somebody gonna give me an interview. had the vision, and I just kept thinking like somebody gonna give me an interview. So I got with my boy, you know, Kenaton, and we went around asking dudes and stuff like that, and a couple of dudes agreed to do it. You know what I mean?
My name is Lisa, and I'm from Brownsville.
Hey, my name is Divine Supreme Understanding God of Law. I reside in Brooklyn.
Vegas. I rep Brownsville to the fullest. I rep GAM. GAM stands for grown ass man.
Yo, this move in again, man. This fall. Hey, yo, we in the children right now. This is my hood.
Sean Leslie, like my mother say, they also call me second. I'm from Brownsville.
AJ, I'm from Brownsville.
My name is Kill Bill. Brownsville best all day, nigga. Nalo. We already know. That's all.
We had that boy Iron God on there. We had AJ on there. We had Lisa, God bless the day. We had quite a few people on there. And it came out to be a good documentary. It's called Cuffed.
So I've been handcuffed a few times, my brother.
One time. One time.
How many times have I been cuffed?
Yes.
Man, I've been cuffed a lot of times, man. Not really counting. I mean, not even on no bragging shit. I mean, a lot of it was embarrassing. It's embarrassing, for real, man. It's embarrassing.
I've been cuffed, locked up. Yeah. I say a good 10 times. I did like 2 bids. I was on an island numerous times.
Okay.
I can't even call it, man. I'm a max out nigga.
I got cut for numerous reasons. You know what I'm saying? Some that I was guilty of, some that I wasn't guilty of.
At least about 20 times.
Wow. 7, 8 times, man. I've been cuffed since I was an adolescent.
It's on YouTube. That was one of my first projects, you know what I mean? And that project made me see and visualize that I can do much more with this camera. So I sat down, like I used to just sit in a dark room sometime and just get my thoughts together. Like I was sitting in a dark room and I was thinking, and I turned the lights on, I started writing some stuff down, and then the wire came on. I ain't gonna front. I got my first jump off from the wire. I ain't gonna lie and say that I didn't get it from something, because a lot of dudes, they get shit from me, because I was one of the first ones doing web series before I didn't even know to call it a web series. That's how early it was. I was calling it a sitcom on the web. I didn't know to call it a web series because I was way ahead of these dudes. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell y'all about how I was way ahead of them too. Like, so I was watching The Wire one day, and me knowing dudes, like I was watching The Wire and I was like, the same thing they doing. We got dudes out here in Brownsville that's just as bad as them dudes. So I put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, hold on. A few of my dudes that I know be sticking up drug dealers on the regular. These dudes will go to any projects, you know what I mean? Across the street, down the block, the projects over there, and they were sticking up drug dealers. So it gave me an idea. Like, I'm gonna put a show together about a dude sticking up drug dealers, and that was his hustle, that was his thing. You know what I mean? And I went to my boy, like after I wrote up, you know, I didn't write up a whole script. I just wrote up a few things that I would want him to do, you know what I mean? And I said, we're gonna improv it because it might come out better if he ain't gotta stick to a script. So I went to him, I said, yo, I need you to do this. I want you to play this part for me, man. You the right dude for the part, you know what I mean? Because coming up in the hood, I could look at somebody and tell them like what type of part they could fit in. And when I looked at him, I said, he the dude I need. So when we was filming and we was doing it, I was like, wow, he the one.
Yeah, boy. Doing your shit. Out here rallying shit, trying to get bread. Little bad niggas watching them and shit. Looking up to you.
Niggas regular, I'm happy to be out here, nigga. All the other shit, nigga, I'm gonna niggas eating, nigga. I gotta get it how I get it.
Get it how you get it, nigga. Nigga, you wildin', nigga. You better slow the fuck down, nigga. You ain't gonna go back. Nigga, look, I ain't trying to go back. You see how much I made, bro. Fuck them niggas.
I'm in too deep, my nigga. It is what it is, son. Fuck it.
You crazy, nigga.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
I'm going, nigga. Well, I'm out of here.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, how you get on that bug my seat?
Chill, son. You have it, chill. Take it, son. Take it. Yeah, son. Take it, all that. Take everything, son. Take it, son. All right, man.
It's like that, son?
Alright, well, you get those in, B.
Oh, come on, man. Not in the hood, son. Come on, son. This nigga just trying to spam me, son.
I don't want to hear none of that.
Come on, B. Come on, man.
Look at this dude,
Son,
man.
I can't go nowhere with this motherfucker.
This nigga crazy.
This everywhere we go, son. It's like, yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Nah, come on. What you want my shit, son? What word? Come on. Oh, man, that's that bullshit, son. Yo,
You do the shit every corner, son. We ain't even get to the liquor store yet. We not even fucking drunk yet.
Just give me some of them shit. Let me pop.
Yo, son. Stay focused, man. Damn, nigga. You gonna rob another nigga up the block? Fuck.
Niggas look like they getting a little breath. Yeah, though, yo, that shit is real. I'm gonna holler at these little niggas right now.
So, and this was way before Money and Violence. I mean, this is probably like 5 years before Money and Violence came out. I mean, so the thing about it, and I'm gonna tell you how I think they caught up with me and passed me, because my boy High went to jail. When he went to jail, I didn't want nobody else to play that part. I said, yo, he killed that part, and I said, I'm gonna wait for him to come home, and hopefully he still wanna do it and we could rock this shit. So what happened was, he did a year and a half. I waited a whole year and a half for him to come home from jail. He came home from jail, and I was like, yo, Hi, son, let's get back to this shit. This shit gonna be crazy later on. It's gonna be real big. I'm telling you. I said, everybody gonna love it. I said, all we gotta do is you keep acting, you keep doing your thing, I keep editing and do my thing, and we get our numbers up. I said, once we get a lot of views on YouTube or whatever, I said, everybody, all the networks and all that gonna come at us if we got millions and millions of views. But I guess he didn't really see my vision. You know what I mean? So one day I went to him, I said, son, we gonna finish this filming? He said, nah, son, I really don't feel like doing it, son. That shit really hurted me, because I was like, I waited a year and a half for this dude to come home. And when he come home, like, he didn't want to do it no more. I was like, wow, that's fucked up. Like, I could have got somebody else to play that part, but I didn't want nobody else to play that part. So after he didn't want to do it no more, I switched it up a little bit, and a little later on, I ain't gonna say right after that, I think I put the trailer up while he was in jail. I put it on YouTube. It was called About to Blow Up. And I just thought of a name real quick to throw it up there. It was called About to Blow Up. And that trailer was up probably like 3 years before Money and Violence even came out. It was about a dude sticking up a drug dealer. It's on YouTube now. And I had it 5 years before them, but I think I put it up on YouTube like 2.5 years before they came out. So when they did come out, mad dude was coming to me like, yo, son, them dudes stole your shit. Da, da, da. I was like, I said, either homie was thinking like me, or he saw my trailer and he ran with it. So I really don't know. I can't really say, but what I am saying is I was the first one doing that web series shit. And like I said, I ain't understand to call it a web series. I was calling it a sitcom on the web. And now, after Money and Violence, it's like everybody put out a web series. So after that, like after my boy High didn't want to do it no more, I said fuck it. I went and wrote something else up called LIV, because my nephew was rapping and he was nice with it. Y'all seen him on LIV. My nephew was rapping, he was nice with it. His man was doing beats. So I wrote a whole scenario around these two guys. I would say, okay, this show I'm gonna do here at LIV, it's gonna be about a rapper trying to come up in Brownsville.
Like a fantasy, but it's reality. It's consequences, death, and so much tragedy. Like changes in the state, or even salaries. Nigga, picture my life, go through my gallery. Got something for the beat already, nigga? That's too hard, man. I told you, nigga, I told you.
Trying to stay focused on his craft, but he got all this negativity around him.
The crack, the money and the bling. You robbing too many niggas over here, son. Right where we live at, son. Yeah. What's good, son? These niggas, son. Son, you know I'm trying to do this rap shit.
I need to know where it's at. The weed and the crack, the money and the bling. I'm talking everything, I want it all. Give it up. Get the fuck about the truck. Wrong place, wrong time, back.
What my man got? Who put it up there? I put it up there, man. That's what you should be asking. Oh, shit, how many you got, son? I don't know. Hold on, I might have one right here. What's good, man? I paid a grip for that, man. You let somebody just walk out on my shit, son? It's not my job, man. I told you to watch it when I went upstairs, man. It's not my job, bro. Nah, fuck that, man. Somebody come out of their pockets, man. But you just, hold on. Hey, yo, OG, I'll be back later, yo. Alright, baby, Paul, give me 1 minute. What's good, man? Look, give me 1 second. What you trying to say? You heard me, nigga. Somebody come out of their pockets, man. What you trying to say? I'm raising? Alright, I'll be back. I'll be here. Alright, trust me. It's a game, son.
All his people carrying guns, his cousin's a stick-up dude.
My gun's too long, so I'ma empty the clip. We pimps up, you
night shift, 10 G's in the back, probably fucking your bitch.
His man Mel be fucking going in girls' cribs and robbing them.
Take money, give it up, red act, take money, give it up, red act, take money, give it up, red act, take money, red act, give it up, take money.
Then he setting dudes up and all type of stuff. And then his girl Tiny, she packing heat.
What the fuck you shot him with?
I shot him with this. Like, babe, I wasn't thinking, like, this nigga just came up on me.
You holding?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She popping dudes, and that's what the whole thing was about. It was about this rapper dude trying to stay focused on his craft, get him and his people out the hood, but the hood kept pulling at him because everybody around him was negative. And I wrote that, and we started filming that. Had my man OG up in there with the crazy walk, yo.
I've been doing this.
Get that word out, man, for real, son. Get that word out.
And everybody started loving it. We put the first couple of episodes, everybody started loving it. But I don't know, like, matter of fact, I do know what happened with the LIV situation. It was crazy. It's like these dudes ain't see my vision also. It's like I visualize this show and I try to put some of the best actors in there. Like, I try to put shit in there that people can't copy. I had a blind drug dealer in there.
Where's shit at? Yeah, where's shit at? I don't know.
I got OG with that walk. And I said, if anybody copy that, you know they copied it from me because I sat there and thought of that. Me and OG and all, we sat in the barbershop and I was like, yo, son, you gonna be this dude that came, you was so fucked up in jail that they kept the shackles on you. And when you came home from jail, you still walk like you had the shackles on you. And he was like, what? I said, yo, we did that shit, the shit came out immaculate. It's like they didn't see the vision. It's like they would come out the film like sometime, but the days, so like if I say, yo, coming out Saturday, I call everybody up, tell them I'm coming out Saturday, I'll be out there about 2, 3 o'clock. Dudes won't show up till about 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. And different ones will show up at different times. And so like if I got a scene written out for 4 dudes, 2 of them will show up. And the other 2 won't. So I would have to improvise and do a scene with them 2 that's there and try to pull somebody else from somewhere else and ask them to do a quick scene, and most of the time I made it work. Most of them shows you see on here, like I had to pull and tug and put something together out of nothing because some of the dudes ain't show up. If these dudes would have showed up and came out when it was supposed to, when time to come out, your LIV would have been crazier than it is already. I mean, a lot of people love it and like it the way it is. It would have been way better. On the next, little show or whatever, podcast or whatever, I don't even want to call it a podcast. It's just me talking. I'm going to give y'all a lot of history on Brownsville and still give y'all history, me and my filming. You know what I mean? Peace and love, and thanks for watching. You know what I mean? A lot more that I had in mind that I didn't do, and I see a lot of the stuff that I had that I was gonna do on TV now. Tell you, this mind is crazy. I got like maybe 4 books. Got Say These Boys here. Say These Boys 2 coming out. I got 2 other books with 2 different editors right now. This mind ain't nothing to play with, man. It's like when I sit back and think, it's like shit just be coming. And it's like, I don't understand. I get bored quick though. Cause even with the web series stuff, I stuck with it for a while, but I was getting bored. So I wanted to do something else. So on the side I was writing and I was doing all, you know what I mean? It's like I can't sit still. It's like I always gotta do something. I don't know, but if you haven't read it yet, get your copy of Say These Boys. Part 2 coming out. Don't miss out. Keep up with me. Peace and love.